What kind of communication do you have in your bug out bag? If you do not have some form of backup communication in your bag, you better have a good reason why not. I carry a Baofeng UV5R. It is a dirt cheap radio. You can get it on Amazon right about now for 25, 30 bucks. It is a cheap workhorse radio. You go online, you'll see videos of people running them over with their cars, freezing them, catching them on fire, and they still transmit. For the price, you cannot find a better radio. Even if you don't have your ham radio license, you can still use such a radio. You can program it with the weather stations. You could program it with any of the ham frequencies. You're just not allowed to transmit. So you could hear what's going on around you, you're just not allowed to transmit. If you have questions about what frequencies you can or cannot transmit on, just do some homework. The Baofeng, you're not going to be able to use the walkie-talkie frequencies because the FRS GRMS has certain rules about what wattage, whether the antenna can come on and off. But truthfully, if you don't have your ham license yet, just go get it. It's not hard. I'll leave a link in the description for an online test course. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but it is simple. Adaptive testing. In about 2 weeks, you could go and get your ham license. Alrighty, so in the video, what you're about to see is me trying to reach out to a repeater that is at the very far coverage of the farm. So this repeater is about 50 miles from the farm. And with my base station ham system, I can just barely touch this repeater. So keep in mind, I am a good clip from this repeater when I'm trying this little drill. So the transmission is a little scratchy, but what you can see is I am well over 50 miles from the farm, and with a simple little radio, I could have communications all the way back to the farm in a bad emergency situation. So what you're gonna see is in an emergency situation with widespread communication down, I'll still be able to talk to the farm with a simple little radio. Overall, it was a great exercise. I really got to experiment those outer reach limits of the repeaters in and around the farm. And a big shout out to Greg. Thank you so much for listening in during the 3 days while I was on the simulated emergency. And thank you so much. That's all I can say.
Channel mode.
This is W3LUV radio check. I just got the Lawton Heights just now.
Very good. Hopefully you got a better night's sleep last night.
Yes, sir, I XL. Can you hear me okay from this location?
Yeah, you're fine. There's just a little bit of noise along with your signal, but your audio is perfectly readable over.
Same for you. Out of curiosity, can you hit the high knob repeater from where you're at? Because I believe I actually can touch it. I'm getting at least a click back on the 12th.
Sure. I'm on my back. My age.
Alright, in 2 seconds you'll hear me on the high knob repeater, and then if nothing, I'll jump back to this one. This is W3LUV radio check.
Signal certainly not as good, more noise along with your audio, but we're still able to copy you.
Good deal, good deal. That's pretty impressive considering where I'm at. I mean, I'm definitely at a peak and I can see a lot around me, so that's good. I'm going to jump back onto the other frequency and ask you one last question, okay, sir? This is W3LUV, clear on this frequency.
W3LUV, KW6CB, clear.
The confusing thing about the NOAA stations is that there's 9 of them. You kind of have to scroll through and see what comes in the best.
1, 2, 0. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2.
Lows around 50. West winds 5.
That one's coming in, but there's definitely some noise. You hear that crackling?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 4. Wind at 10 miles an hour.
Now that one's coming in nice and clear.
1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 6.
So that one's coming in, but you can't tell anything about it.
1, 2, 7.
Alright, so I would say that
1.
it's station 4 is for here.
16. At Harrisburg, partly sunny. 62 degrees. Calm. At
So the nice thing about the NOAA station, besides your local weather, it'll also give you some observations from around the country too. So you can kind of see what's going on around you.
A large, slow-moving area of low pressure impacts the area during the latter portions of the week. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for the Hagerstown and Martinsburg area and the surrounding WXM42 listening area. This afternoon, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Highs in the upper 60s. North winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers until midnight. Then is light chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the upper 40s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Wednesday, mostly cloudy. Showers likely, mainly in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-60s. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming southeast around 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Chance of rain 70%. Wednesday night.
Thanks for checking out my videos on my simulated emergency. Next up, check out my video from day 1, or check out the video of what lessons I've learned from this 3-day adventure.